How are you guys doing? This is Agents Doherty again, your host here at Extreme Foolishness TV. Today I will be talking to you guys about Steve Bannon, another Trump associate. Steve Bannon. Why does it seem like anyone Trump touches is about to go to jail or in jail, paroled, bonded out? Did anyone escape yet? No. Pardoned? Home confinement? Serving time at home? Anyone affiliated with Donald Trump is either doing one or the other. Steve Bannon is the latest. He has been charged in New York for defrauding people who put money in a GoFundMe campaign to build a wall to prevent the Mexicans from coming into the country. I'm not making this up. Him and his crew were collecting money from people, and they claimed they were going to use 100% of the donations to build a wall so that Mexicans would not come into the United States. And people were giving money. But you know what they were doing? According to the indictment or the charges, Steve Bannon was taking some of that money, funneling the money through a nonprofit he created, paying his guys, his boys, using some of that money for his personal expense. Who knows what he was doing with the money? Strip clubs? Hookers? Who knows? He was spending the money on himself. I'm like, what the heck is going on? But you know what it seems like though? A lot of these Trump associates who have gotten in trouble have one thing in common. They're all liars. Liars, 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 liars. Liars, liars, plan on fire. Well, we know Steve Bannon already lied to people. He said he was going to use the money to build a wall, but he funneled some of that money to himself. Him and his buddies. Next, I'm going to talk to you. Roger Stone. Roger Stone was found guilty for lying to Congress and witness tampering. Lying. Michael Cohen. You can't forget Michael Cohen. He was Trump's lawyer. He was he took care of business. He was also convicted. Convicted 3 years in prison for lying to Congress. Tax evasion, campaign finance violations. Lying, that is the common denominator. George Papadopoulos, another Trump foreign policy advisor, was sentenced in 2018 for, you know it, lying to FBI agents. Lying. Lying. Who's next on the list? Paul Manafort. Paul Manafort was also found guilty by Virginia courts for lying to investigators, tax and bank fraud. Lying. Rick Gates, another deputy to Trump, was also charged. And he pled guilty, by the way, to making false statements. And false statements, lying, the same thing, you know. Lying. Michael Flynn, another Trump security advisor, pled guilty to lying to the FBI agents. Now think about it. It seems like anyone Trump associates himself with is getting in trouble. No wonder Melania Trump did not want to touch her husband while they were getting down a plane. He tried to grab her and she was like, no, don't touch me. I don't want to go to jail too, because as soon as, if he touches Melania, she may get charged too for something. But you know, Melania is probably not staying on the same bed with him. So you know he's probably sleeping by himself. That's why he spent so much time tweeting, because he's not getting laid. And I feel a little bit bad for him though, because he can't bring porn stars to the White House. I don't think the Secret Service agents will let him bring porn stars to the White House. Do you think they will? Well, let me know in the comments if you think he can tell the Secret Service agents to let him bring porn stars, because we know that he likes porn stars. You know, he's been charged with having not charged, but you know, we know that he's been having unprotected sex with porn stars. So maybe if Melania is not going to touch him for fear of going to jail, maybe he may have to get some porn stars to come to the White House. But I mean, it's just sad that, you know, these folks claim that they were trying to build a wall and people were donating money to them. And you thinking, are people stupid? Isn't a wall something that should be done by the government? Why are you using your money to build a wall? That's why you're getting scammed. That's like a classic scam you will see on the TV show American Greed, where folks who just lied. I'm sure this will probably make it to American Greed someday. You know, him and his boys, it's just sad that people will be so gullible to donate money to build a wall that doesn't make any damn sense. A wall that one of his campaign promises was that he was gonna make Mexico pay for the wall. But you're gonna take your money, donate it to some people who are stealing that money. So I'm sure at some point in time, he's probably gonna plead guilty or get convicted, who knows? Or he may wanna go to trial. But with cases like this, there's so much paper trail. I'm sure there's a lot of paper trail about how money is being transferred back and forth. It's gonna be a lot of paper trail. So most likely, just like his buddies, he's gonna either get convicted or plead guilty to something and do some jail time. And who knows what will happen next. But anyway, you know, we need to get this video up. Please share this video and like this video. And also, if you haven't subscribed, just click the subscribe button and click the bell. So that way, this video can be boosted by YouTube. You know it. Anyway, you know what's going on. This guy gets charged. And let's see what happens. I'll make update videos as the time goes. I think he pleaded not guilty today, which is expected. He's probably gonna plead not guilty, and his lawyers are gonna work something out in the back end, and we'll see what happens. But judging by what has happened in the past, there's a good likelihood that he's gonna be ending up in jail. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell. Let me know in the comments what you think. Think people are stupid for giving them money in the first place, or extremely foolish? You know, it's extreme foolishness. That's why we'll talk about the idiot over here. It's extreme foolishness, Steve. Anyway, Akin Stewart here, Mr. Make Him Pay. On to the next.